the battlefield. Stop!
Transportation during the Civil War.
Do, 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 do.
Captain's log 33. It's 2 a.m. and we're trying to catch the train. Our mules are slowing down and we still have 12 miles to go to the train station. And by the time we get there, we may have already missed it.
Wagons weren't only used for traveling during the Civil War. They were also used for carrying ammo and as the first ambulances.
The average wagon during the Civil War was 10 feet long, had a canvas top, and was usually pulled by mules. At the front of the wagon was a box used for holding tools, and at the end was a feeding box for the animals that pulled them.
The feeding box could be set up on a pole, 3 mules on each side eating out of it. Grease and water buckets were hung on the rear axle for easy access and to not contaminate.
So, we made it to the train station. Our trusty mule, good old Chicken Biscuit, was the only reason we made it. That, and the fact that our wagon's a real hunker.
All aboard! Last call for all those going to war!
I best get moving along.
Trains during the Civil War were a huge part of the transportation, and America had begun building them in 1850. By 1861, 22,000 miles of train tracks were laid in the northern states, and in the southern states, about 9,500 miles were made. Very little amounts of tracks were laid in the rest of the Mississippi. By 1863, the southern tracks had begun to get in very bad shape. They had begun deteriorating soon after the war began because many of the railroad employees headed north to fight in the war. Nobody minded because the southern railroads were mainly used to take cotton to the port.
Captain's log 34. Off to war. I hear gunshots and a cannon's in the near distance. But I would never admit it to the general. But I'm scared and I wish my mom was here. I'm terrified. I feel better if this was one of them ironclad warships, not just some hungry dunk we found in the here trash. You see, the old general gave me kind of an overview of the plan. His name is Scott's Great Snake. So we're gonna go right here and we're just gonna sit there for a while until there's no imports coming into that there Confederacy and nothing coming out of that there Confederacy. I best be moving along.
When the war started, the U.S. Navy did not have any ironclad warships. The Navy was loyal to the Union. To try and defeat the Union, the Confederacy decided to start the construction and purchase of ironclads as a way to gain an advantage in the war.
Captain's log 35. I'm cold. I'm wet. That boat tipped, you know. I wish we had one of them fancy ironclad warships. Oh yeah, and my toesies are a blistering from all this walking I've been doing. Dear Lord, save my soul. Okay, I'd just rather be swimming in with the dead. But you see this here picture? This is our marching plan. So we're gonna start right here and march right on up to there. And that's where I'm supposed to go.
Many of those involved in the Civil War walked. They marched into war and they marched right on to death. Many generals, or those in high ranks, rode horses.
Welcome to the team, Private Buckskin. Why, thank you, General Snake Snag. Glad to be here. I figure your feet must be pretty weak after traveling all the way. Why, yes, sir, they sure are. Would you like to ride on my trusty steed? Why, that would be such an honor, General. What's the fellow's name? Alabaster Rose.
Transportation and traveling devices played a huge part in the Civil War.
All the fancy boats started showing up in the South, and old Buckskin got to ride the general's horse.
Yes, sirree, that's not all. He also got to sit on a wagon and ride on a train.
Whoa! Don't forget about all that walking.
Of course, who could forget all that?
Well, obviously your little assistant that was here, because she didn't say anything about the walking. And she didn't even talk about how I let you guys film me all that time.
I believe Buckskin has one last captain's log for us.
Oh yeah. Captain's log 36. Here we are, the winners of the war, and the Union restored once again to its former beauty. And I'm quite certain we couldn't have done such a wonderful job without we had such a fancy kind of transportation devices. So long till the next war, and I'll be ready to fight when my country needs me. So don't just have a good night, have an America night.
Disclaimer. Some of the material here is dramatized and did not actually happen, such as the tipping of the boat. Also, the names are all made up, so do not use this video if you are trying to get the names of specific people involved in the Civil War.
On behalf of the three of us, we would like to thank those who served in the war and all of our military personnel serving right now.
Thank you for your service. And we would also like to thank you, our audience, for taking the time to watch this purely educational video.
The captain died 3 days after the war. His trusty mule, Chicken Biscuit, had run over him. He died peacefully and wide awake in the hospital. His wife pregnant with his second, and his daughter still waiting to see her father.
You got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows.
I hear a gunshot. Oh, my glasses are on.
The captain died.
And I'm cold. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if we could get a grade above a C. Please.